One that Sheila knows well, Val Clark, another of our former reporters, covered City Hall for so many years. Yes. The workings of the city joining us. Great to have you back with us tonight as we sadly, in many ways, remember our friend and colleague Bill Bonds, and certainly you had a long history with Bill here over the years.
Yes, like Cheryl, I was also a writer in the pit, and boy, you would shake. But one thing, you know, a lot of us have talked about that. You've been out on the street, Joanne, you've covered a lot of stories as well. But Bill, yes, you had to be on your P's and Q's. However, he wanted you to earn your spot. You needed to, you know, make your bones. And once Bill respected you, once he saw that you cared, and once he saw that you connected with the audience, you know, he was your biggest booster. You still, you know, he would keep you on your toes, but that's what made, you know, the station so great. And over we hear probably one of the most overused terms, not tonight, but in our everyday living now, iconic. How they'll call anything, a can of soup is iconic. Right. A pop star, what pop star is iconic? But Bill Bonds really is. It is an end of an era. There will never be another. Not just broadcasting, but journalism. And that's the legacy that he leaves behind. And you know, we always say most people are not replaceable, or are replaceable rather, but he really is not. Yeah. Well, you know, we can accept that.
Right, and he still echoes around this building. I mean, on a daily basis. I mean, this house that largely Bonds built.
Right, and everybody has a Bill Bonds story.
Yes, they do.
Everybody. Well, you know what? Come on, some you can't sell. And remember, I first met Billy in New York, and I came, by the time I moved here, he was on the air here because he didn't stay very long. I don't think they got Billy in New York, but Detroiters,
we did.
Boy, Detroiters get Billy, and you know why? Because he got them.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, one quick story. I know we've got a lot to get to, but one time I was out on the street, and it was a very huge story. Some youngsters had gotten lost in the Smoky Mountains. It was a huge story, school-age kids. And they'd come back, and we were on the air live. We were on for hours. You know, they're coming in. But they were it was very guarded, very controlled. Police were out. Bill could see out of the corner. You know how often we're on right next to other reporters from other stations, and he could see that somebody had eased around and gotten one of the kids, and we were being told, and why did the cop have to be right here on my shoulder? Don't move from that spot, you're going to be out of here. And they weren't playing, and they were there doing their jobs to guide the children. Bill says to me, Val, get that kid. You see that kid? Turn around, get that kid. And I said, you know, now I'm between the devil and a deep blue sea, right? And I'm like, Bill, you know, trying to be very professional, trying not to sweat. And I said, Bill, I can't. And he said, Val, get that person. I said, Bill, you see this officer right here?
I can't.
This officer says that I can talk to them, you know, once we go inside. But I can't do that right now, Bill. But I'm going to find out as much about him as I can. And we'll get back to you,
right?
Yeah, indeed.
Handle well. Thank you, Val, so much for sharing some thoughts tonight. We'll be right back.